going to start off with a 400-meter run. If running's not an option for you, we really want to spend about 2 to 3 minutes here just getting our body warm. So if you want to jump on the bike, again, running's an option, or you can even do some high knees, butt kicks, karaoke, anything just to get the blood flowing. After that 400-meter run or that 2 minutes, then we're going to go through 2 separate 5-minute AMRAPs. Remember, AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible. So that first 5 minutes, you're going to cycle through 4 different movements. We're going to do 50 single unders, 10 goblet squats, 8 body weight lunges, and 8 up downs. For those single unders with your jump rope, it's going to be 1 jump, 1 revolution here. If a jump rope is not available to you, you can just find a line or a crack in your driveway or inside, and we're jumping back and forth over it. You also have the option to do some plate hops. So we'll jump onto a plate, over, and then back over is another option as well to replace those single unders. Once you're done with those 50 single unders, you're going to move on to 10 goblet squats. If you have the option of a kettlebell, that's a good option here, turning that kettlebell upside down, holding it in a front rack or goblet position. Also, 1 dumbbell would be a great option here, holding each head of the dumbbell up in the front rack position. I'm going to go ahead and use this plate, holding it out front. For that goblet squat, keeping those elbows underneath whatever object you're choosing. Send those hips back, knees trace over your toes, and then all the way back up to the top. Make sure you're hitting that parallel and then standing all the way up in between each rep. After those 10 goblet squats, you'll move on to 8 body weight lunges. It's going to be 8 total reps, so 4 on each side. So big step forward, make sure that heel and that foot of the front is all the way flat. Drop that back knee down, drive through your heel all the way back to a starting position. We'll do 8 total reps, 4 on each side. Once you're done with those body weight lunges, we're going to move on to some up downs. For your up downs, pretty much going to be a burpee minus the push-up, and there will be no need to jump at the top to finish the rep. So hands are going to go down, jump those feet back to that plank position, jump those feet back in, make sure they're flat, and then we're just going to stand up, right? 8 of those. So for 5 minutes, you'll cycle through those 4 movements, and then you're going to take a 1-minute rest. All right, after that 1-minute rest, we're going to jump into another 5-minute AMRAP. This time it's going to consist of 5 different movements. We'll start with 20 double unders, 10 kip swings, 8 goblet step overs, 5 V-ups, and a 20-second hollow hold. For the double unders, it'll be that jump rope again. This time with only 1 jump, you're going to spin it for 2 revolutions. If your double unders are something you're working on right now, this would be a great time just to work on 20 double under attempts. You can also do some double taps. So go ahead and just get the rhythm of a double under. So you're going to jump and then tap the sides of your legs 2 times. And then rebound right into that next one. Single unders can also be an option here. Let's just double the amount of reps. So we'll do 40 reps instead of your 20. And then you always still have the option of that plate hop, whatever works for you. For the 10 kip swings, if you have a rig at home, then we want you to jump up on that rig, holding on with 2 hands, working on that kip swing, getting you ready for that pull-up or that toe to bar in the future. So hanging from your rig, we're going to try to get that head through the window and toes back, hitting this position, and then your head behind your arms and your toes pointed forward, almost looking like that hollow position. So you're going to do 10 total kip swings. If a rig is not available to you, then we can replace this movement with a tuck crunch. You're going to start on the ground, start in that hollow position, and then from here we're going to bring our hands and tuck together and touch our heels. So you'll perform 10 tuck crunches. Once you're done with those kip swings or tuck crunches, we're going to move on to 8 goblet step overs. Again, a kettlebell would be ideal here, or a dumbbell, but if you don't have either of those, any weighted object will work for you. Paint can, a bag full of rocks, it doesn't really matter. Something you can hold out in front of you. You're going to step up on top of a box or an ice chest and step over. Make sure you keep that core tight the entire time. Keep those elbows driven up on whatever object you're holding. After those 8 goblet step overs, we're going to go into 5 V-ups. Starting again in that hollow position, and you're going to reach for your toes. If touching your toes is not an option, reaching your shins will work just fine. Once you're done with those 5 V-ups, you're going to go into a 20-second hollow hold. Again, on that hollow position, we want our toes off the ground and pointed, and try to get your shoulders off the ground as well. And we're just going to hold it right here, really engaging that core the entire time. Going to go through 5 minutes, as many rounds as possible of those 5 movements. All right, guys, for your workout today, it's going to be a 13-minute AMRAP, keeping with that AMRAP theme, as many rounds as possible within 13 minutes. You're going to cycle through 4 different movements. It's going to start with 100 double unders, 50 toes to bar, 100 double unders, and then 50 box step overs. For those double unders, just like the warm-up, guys, it's going to be 1 jump, 2 revolutions with the rope. Okay, if the jump rope's not an option for you, we can work on those double taps, where you're jumping and tapping the sides of your legs 2 times just to start or get a rhythm for what those double unders will feel like. If double unders are not something that you are efficient with right now, let's sub that out for some single unders, and we'll do 200 single unders in place of those 100 double unders. The key here, guys, whatever you choose to do movement-wise, we only want you to spend about 1 minute, 45 seconds on it. Okay, so choose something that you can get it in within that 1 minute 45 window. From there, you're going to move on to 50 toes to bar. If a rig is an option for you, first of all, I'm super jealous, but we want you bringing those toes up together, touching that bar at the same time. That would be our prescribed movement. If you're not efficient yet with the actual toes to bar, let's go toes to something. So if that means you can get your toes up to your eye level, if you do that on rep number 1, we want you doing that on rep 50, okay? You should be able to break these up in the early rounds and complete those 50 reps within 4 or 5 sets, so keep that in mind when you're choosing a movement. You can hang from the bar and do some knee raises. We're fine with that as well. Or you can sub out that tuck crunch like we did in the warm-up. So from that hollow position, driving those knees towards your chin, tucking in and touching your heels. That would work in place of the toes to bar. Then you're going to go back to 100 double unders, or whichever movement you choose, and finish out with 50 dumbbell box step overs. So whatever objects you choose, dumbbells, I have 2 plates here, holding them off to your side. Step up and all the way back over for 1 rep, up and back over to complete the second. Hey guys, we do have a finisher to end your workout today if you have it in you. It's going to consist of 3 different movements, 2 to 3 sets of each movement. All right, these movements are going to be performed on the right side, and then you'll switch over to the left side. It's going to be 10 dumbbell rows on each arm, a 30-second dumbbell curl hold, and then you're going to finish up with 10 tricep extensions. Again, all of these are going to be single arm, so you'll work through 2 to 3 sets of each, and then just rest as needed. For the movements themselves, the dumbbell rows, I actually have a plate here. If you have a kettlebell, that would work fine. A paint can, anything heavy that you can hold on to with 1 arm. For that row, we're going to start with our feet underneath our hips, a little bend in the knees, nice athletic position. You're going to hinge from the hip, try to get that back flat, and we are going to, whatever object it is, in the right arm, hang, and then you're going to row all the way up to your chest, trying to keep that elbow nice and tight, rolling towards the sky, rowing towards the sky. So try to keep that back nice and flat the entire time. Try to avoid getting this big kipping motion with it today. Slow and controlled, all right? Once you get 10 on the right side, then we'll switch over to the left side. Same thing, nice flat back, big row. 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Then we're gonna move on to a 30-second dumbbell curl hold. So whatever object you choose, go ahead and get it up to halfway point of that curl, and we're just going to hold it here. All right, really be aware of your body position here.
Keep that core engaged, that rib cage pulled down, nice bend in your knees, just holding here, feeling a nice burn. We'll go 30 seconds on our right arm and then 30 seconds on our left. And then you're going to finish up with 10 single arm tricep extensions. So start with that object locked out over your head, pull that rib cage down, stay tight, nice bend from the elbow, get down here to 90, and then drive all the way back up. Focusing on that tricep the entire time, so that's the only muscle you're using, okay? Then you'll switch over to your left arm, going through that same thing. Again, 2 to 3 sets of each movement, right side and then your left side. You guys have an awesome day. I hope it's a good one for you.